Welcome back, folks. I know you missed us.
Yeah, we got a lot of letters wondering where
Yeah,
we've been
exactly.
the past
Where the heck
3
have you
months
guys
or so.
been? Come on.
The pop culture show on JCTV is
You know
back.
it. Talking about all things pop culture. Don't have any popcorn today, but that's okay.
I just had a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I had a sub sandwich.
Yeah.
I think that'll
Cheeseburger compliments of Will Roman, our student senate president. Thank you.
Thank you, Will Roman.
He always brings me food.
Wow.
I tell him not to, but he does anyway, and I'm not going to waste food. So
Yeah, come on.
what can you do?
So, important question, Matt.
Yeah.
Do you bleed cardinal red?
Yeah. I do. I sneeze it sometimes.
I've got
too.
kind of a cardinal red head wound going on here.
Oh, cool. No, yeah. It's one of those abstract hats.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Then before we know it, they'll be playing. I think their first spring training game is tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Thursday, March.
Now, here's one of those goofy questions about things I hear about on ESPN and I should know, like when you explained to me what Pick Six was and everything. So, Grapefruit League, is that just the minor leagues? Is that what they?
It's the spring training games because they're down in Florida.
Spring training
So I
games.
guess they call that the Grapefruit League in Florida, and then there's some teams that go out to Arizona, and that's the Cactus League.
Oh, so some regional.
Yeah,
reference
right. So
or
yeah,
whatever.
you're in Florida or Arizona where the weather's
It'd
nice
be great
right
if
now.
you like played somewhere like Philadelphia and you were like the cheesesteak
the
league or something.
cheesesteak league. That'd be good.
New York, you could just be the Rats League or whatever. The Subway Rats League.
Well, it's apparently, they're renovating Wrigley Field in Chicago and putting in that new scoreboard.
Oh, really?
Apparently one of the problems is they, kind of, when they started construction, nested up all the rats that were living in there.
Wow.
Now they're out in the neighborhood, I heard.
Disturbing once again, nature. I mean, come on.
Those rats have lived there for over 100 years and have never been able to celebrate a World Series championship either. So I feel for them.
So we got a lot of TV. I mean, I got to say, thank you, TV gods or network execs or whoever, all these proliferation of cable channels. There just isn't really a dead time. I guess probably in the summer, there's probably a month or so where there's not like a whole lot of great stuff to watch, but there's always something.
Yeah, now there is
constantly
all year round.
showing. Yeah, and like this whole the spring thing really, like they just keep throwing new shows at you. So. Have you watched any of the old Better Call Saul?
I have.
Yeah, me too.
I'm caught up on it.
I am caught up as well.
It's good. I mean, used to think spin-off, it's going to be terrible. Now, I don't know if that's true anymore, but it used to be that way, right? They tried to do spin-offs, and they would never be as good as the original show. And I'm not saying it's as good. Yeah, Joey. I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's as good as Breaking Bad.
Right.
Yet, but I mean, it's entertaining, and it's still got some great writing and some good characters. And
Yep, very watchable, and feel like if you go back and, I mean, I don't know, maybe if I went back and watched the first season of Breaking Bad, I'd think differently about it now. But at the time, I wasn't totally sold on that show. Even in the second season, I was kind of like, this is kind of slow moving at times, because they do some things on both of those shows where like slow camera movements or the camera lingers on something, and they're kind of like, okay, move faster, but they're kind of just doing a more cinematic sort of thing, I guess. So I feel like it's interesting now, but obviously they're going to show his moral decline or whatever. So as he gets more and more involved with gangsters and whatnot, I feel like it'll ramp up and get maybe
interesting to see what kind of made Mike become the criminal.
Right.
Because he was a former cop and now a parking attendant. He doesn't really seem to be
Yeah.
that kind of guy who's going to go out and kill people or anything
Right,
like that.
yeah.
But he's going to get there because if you've watched Breaking Bad. So
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like next week's episode will start to
Yeah.
explain that, how the police came looking for him.
Some kind of backstory we're
Yeah.
going to have to explore here.
And the brother thing is interesting, his lawyer brother who
Yeah.
is allergic to electricity. And it turns out, I guess it's all in his head after last night's episode when she kind of flipped on the bed and he didn't see it.
Yeah, anytime you're wearing the old tinfoil blanket, my immediate conclusion is that it's all in your head.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
It's funny. He was able to spin some interesting sounding justification for it, but I don't know. I've never, the only time other time I've heard people, and I know it's real, but when people start talking about electromagnetism or whatever, I think of Lost. I think that island was supposedly had a high degree of electro. So that's the worst place for old Lenny to go to, right?
Yeah, he burst into flames there.
So yeah, that's good. Did you catch the premiere of Last Man on Earth the other night?
I did.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I'm sold on that already, man.
I think it's
like
funny.
that.
How long can they keep that up?
You're right.
Is what I wonder. If it's just going to be him and then I forget her name, the comedian they have is the woman who they didn't.
Is it Kristen Shaw?
That might,
something
that sounds
Shaw.
right. you know, you didn't even see her on the previews.
Right.
So, and he is still the last man on Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, it's a woman. So, yeah, but the stuff he's doing is hilarious. And he's got the whole, you know, the whole group of friends that are all balls, you know, from the volleyball. You know, like he's watching Castaway and sees, you know, Wilson and all that. And he's got a ping pong ball and tennis ball or whatever. It's fun.
I love how he said that, this is crap. I'm never going to start talking to a volleyball. And then he's got like a whole bunch of them.
You were right, Castaway. You nailed it. Or whatever.
Apologies to the makers of Castaway. You totally nailed it. Yeah, and whoever that is, Kristen Shaw or Wendy Shaw or whatever her name is.
She's also the voice of one of the girls on Bob's Burgers.
Oh, right.
So, you know, whenever I hear her talking, that's all I can imagine now. It's that little girl with the bunny ears.
Exactly, Yeah, that's, I almost immediately knew that they had to have it. There's no way we're going to watch one guy. That'd be a pretty bold choice, but so I figured it would be a female character to keep the name of the show intact. But even then, and I know, I mean, you saw a little bit of flashback. I feel like they're probably going to do some more. Because I looked at the IMDb thing, and they've got January Jones is in 10 episodes upcoming from Mad Men, and they got 2 or 3 other actors. I'm like, okay, I guess it's flashback time, whatever. So. So what else is good? We got Walking Dead plowing on through the second half of their season, looking pretty good to me. I mean, I'm into it.
Yeah, it looks to me like I haven't read the graphic novel, so I know some people have, and they maybe know more about how it will turn out than I. But you know, it looks like that Rick's going to turn into the bad guy. So you know, he's been the protagonist all this time, and now it's like, hey, if this doesn't work out, we'll just take this. We'll just kill all these people. You know, like dude, you're becoming what you supposedly hate. Right?
Somebody commented on, I was reading one of those recaps, whatever, the next day, and they said that he sounded a lot like the governor at the end of that episode. And here's some real, you know, do you ever watch Talking Dead? I kind of am not really into it.
I've seen it a few times, not much. Although Chris Hardwick's funny, but
He's funny, I just don't, I mean, actually, when he had that clip show where he was just showing funny clips, I was with him on that. But, it's like I really should watch or want to watch things like At Midnight or Talking Dead, but ultimately, it just doesn't do it for me. But but they got me with the whole, hey, there was an Easter egg on the show that you might have missed, and it's like so they waited till almost the end of the episode to tell you the Easter egg, you know, some whatever connection. I guess it's some like inside joke or something. Well, I look at the Flash Easter eggs because, like on the recaps, because they'll make references to comic books, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that guy, whatever. Anyway, so the Easter egg was that Rick, when he's got his sheriff uniform on and all that, he's got a patch, and it has a Latin phrase on it, and the Latin phrase translates to, we will rise again. So that's it. That's your biggie. And supposedly the governor actually said that exact line at one point during his, time on the show. So anyway, I got to say that whole thing with, spoiler alert, you should quit listening by now if you're not caught up on the current season. But to me, the episode with Tyrese's death, that was like one of their best of all time, and it was really
weird. I liked it too. I was reading online forums where people were saying they didn't like that because Tyrese wasn't in the show long enough to have an episode dedicated to him like that. And like, I don't know.
What?
That
was their complaint?
They didn't think like he was a big enough character to warrant a whole episode about his death.
Holy cow.
And this is just people chatting online, not even critics. Everyone's a critic. But I disagree. Well, and I just like him as an actor from The Wire also. So he was good in The Wire as Cuddy.
Oh, I totally forgot him.
Yeah.
Who was Cuddy?
He got out of prison, and then he, started robbing again, but then he decided this isn't the path for me. He started that kid's boxing gym and was taking him off the streets and then got shot. Tried to help him. So,
poor guy.
Yeah.
But I thought I read a couple of Twitter comments that seemed more go the other way, that they didn't like the fact. I mean, some of them weren't doing the whole race thing, saying person of color, just getting, wiped out or whatever. But I mean, part of that is they are following, as far as who gets, nailed or whatever, sometimes it's the comic book saying, okay, but other times they let people live, so it's hard to figure out, what they're gonna do. So, but that was just so like, and it was like just weirdly, like with all those weird edits and stuff about how things were all out of order, and you didn't really know till the end what some of the imagery you were seeing meant and everything.
Yeah.
Also, that was very cinematic, and it was just like very emotional, and that whole, just the whole, I thought, and come on, he's been around long enough. Let's get serious.
Yeah, and he had some big moments in the season previous where, his girlfriend gets burned alive, or gets killed and burned, I guess, maybe not burned alive, and he's trying to figure out what's going on with that, and he's saving the babies, taking care of those little girls. I mean,
had that one dude talking to him about how, basically, you can't make the tough choices. The governor, I mean, that was such a perfect thing to have And obviously it's all just in his head, these little, aspects of himself or he's talking to himself sort of thing. But great stuff.
I thought it was cool too how, when he was dying, they were all bloody, like all of them. He was, seeing some of the other characters that had died, and they were all kind of bloody how they were when they died. And then when he finally died, they were normal looking.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Cool. Yeah. Wow, that show's so good. So is there anything else going on in the old culture? I know there's another TV or show. I tried watching a little of that Secrets and Lies so far. I'm like, could be.
The Following's back. I DVR'd it. I didn't get a chance to catch the season premiere.
Kind of a solid premiere.
Okay,
yeah, pretty
good.
Solid. Yeah.
I've got into that show. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Tried to get into Gotham, and I just never really. I saw part of one. Wasn't really captivating me, and then I missed them, and I'm like, too late now to even get into it.
Why did I commit to that show? I don't know. I must just be that I'm bored, or but you know what it was is that there was a bunch of episodes I hadn't got through, and then somebody told me, like, I read online, like, oh, the Joker's in tonight's episode. And if that dude wasn't the Joker, then he sure as hell was acting a lot like, I think,
I saw a preview. It had to be the guy you were talking about that they showed.
The dude who, I guess the actor was on Shameless, which I don't watch, but it was like he was doing the Jack Nicholson Joker, which was kind of cool or maybe a hybrid of Jack Nicholson. I just thought it was well done. But I'm like, wow, did I really plow through 5 episodes just to get to, 4 minutes, a 4-minute monologue or something? So, yeah, I'll say it's watchable. It's very much in the category of something like Sleepy Hollow. Decent production values, decent acting, but for some reason, and I'll watch it, it's just, I don't feel like I have to. Like, I feel like I could have quit a long time ago. It really wouldn't matter or anything, and now at least I know. I mean, because when people refer to some of these shows, like I quit watching Grimm early on, but occasionally one of my friends into pop culture will be like, oh yeah, into sci-fi in particular, let's say that's a good show. I'm like, didn't look that good. Anywho, well, should we move on to the big movie, or do you got anything else in the pop culture? The Blues? Want to discuss the Blues?
I
don't really follow them.
They made a couple of trades, so
really?
They picked up 3 new guys, and one of them used to be pretty good. Olli Jokinen.
Oh, okay.
So
there you
he
go,
likes
folks.
Waffles, supposedly. That's I read the internet forums, and people say all kinds of stuff where I don't get the reference, but they call him Olli Waffles.
Olli Waffles?
I have no idea. Maybe he likes waffles.
Weird.
I like waffles. But
did you watch the Grammys?
The
Grammys, the Academy Awards.
Not really. Well, I did stop. I flipped through and stopped on the Lego movie song. That was pretty cool.
that was the only thing worth watching, dude. Yeah.
We had Andy Samberg and his group, whatever they're called, and Tegan
Lonely
and Sarah.
Island, Tegan and Sarah, yeah. Of course, then I had to have that song stuck in my head for like 3 days.
I know, that's really catchy.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris, just okay. Not great, not horrible, I guess.
And I'm not into movies like you are, so I can't really ever comment on, well, this film got snubbed, or this film should have, or this film didn't deserve to win, or whatever. And I don't know, is Birdman any good? I mean, I haven't seen it, so.
It's one of those that I would definitely put in the watchable category. I'd give it a thumbs up, but there's just no way in hell I see that as being the best movie of the year. Like, it didn't even make my top 10 list, so. I don't quite. The only thing that made sense to me that I did predict that it would win, only because, again, it's that cliche that's getting so old now of Hollywood loves movies that celebrate either Hollywood or something adjacent to Hollywood, like The Theater. That movie's about the theater, and I'm sure all those Hollywood types think, we do ours, blockbusters, but we're all really about, serious acting in the theater. And, I will say with Michael Keaton, I mean, he's just somebody that if you're going to have somebody hold a movie like that together, it's fun to watch. I will say, though, that they did a parody of that scene on SNL where it was like
the Giuliani.
Rudy Giuliani.
And I hadn't seen the movie, so at first I have no idea what's going on, but then obviously when I saw him with the wings, I'm like, okay, this is a Birdman spoof. But before that, it's like, that scene didn't grab me too much, or the skit. I didn't.
But one of the inside, whatever you want to call it. Like again, I think Michael Keaton's a good actor, but when that guy was doing Giuliani, but through Michael Keaton, I'm like, man, Keaton does overact a lot, and his facial expressions with the eyebrows and everything. And
the guy doing the impression of Giuliani, I guess they don't have anyone who maybe can do him.
Yeah, and
right. I don't know. It just
his
to me,
accent or whatever.
He wasn't getting me with that. Although, speaking of that episode, I'm sure then did you see the ISIS?
Oh yeah.
That was
controversial. Yeah. It's funny, things that other people think are controversial. I'm like, that was pretty funny, and I don't think anything else of it. But got a few tongues wagging on Twitter. But these days, I'm like, if you're you must be exhausted if you're writing outraged about things on Twitter, because there's something every freaking day that you can respond to. Like, can you believe this? Can you believe William Shatner didn't go to Leonard Nimoy's funeral? Yeah. Let's write some angry tweets about that. I'm like, what do you care, man? I mean,
well, now you got to watch what you say on Twitter, because you might have ISIS threatening you, or you might, if you live in Canada, might get sued, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay, so apparently there's a couple players on the Toronto Maple Leafs where there's a rumor that one of the players slept with the other player's wife.
Oh,
and so on the TSN, the hockey, on the TSN network, which is Canadian, they have a hockey show, and they put tweets on the bottom. Well, somehow this tweet gets through. Either they're not paying attention, or someone thought it would be funny, where it's like someone says, basically making a comment about the guy, having sex with the other guy's wife. And so now they're threatening to sue the guy who made the tweet and sue TSN. And the libel laws up there are different than here, obviously. So I don't know what they are, but I think kind of like Britain, I think it's a little easier to win your case over there than it would be here. Here, you probably wouldn't have a case because it's parody, or you're just commentary or whatever. But now, again, I'm not saying he will win his case in Canada. Those guys will, or maybe they won't even go forward with it. Maybe they're just threatening to. But I found that interesting. How it's like, you got to have someone to like monitoring the tweets,
right?
And maybe being a little more selective in what you decide to put on the air, because I'm guessing they had to not be paying attention, because I can't believe that someone would be like, oh, this is funny, I'm going to put this on.
Well, it is amazing sometimes what people do tweet out thinking that it is funny or that it's just totally normal, and then then they're back 24 hours later, like Keith Olbermann going off.
He's done that a few times.
Yeah. I mean, that dude, he should not be on Twitter. Alec Baldwin shouldn't be on Twitter. None of these guys who get fired over saying this kind of stuff, why are you even bothering?
And I know, I've done the same. I mean, I'm not on Twitter that much. I just use it to get my Smurf berries in the Smurfs game. So
there you go.
Yeah, it's pretty dorky.
Which is important.
It is. Important. But on Facebook though, I mean, I'm sure there's some things I've not maybe writing on the status, but commenting on other people's things where I thought to myself, I probably shouldn't have written that. You know what I mean? I did that the other night out at a bar having a few drinks and wrote something on someone's status that I thought, I probably shouldn't have written that. But
you want to tell us about it now? Is it too much?
I'll tell you after the show. I'm not going to repeat it on here. There's nothing in for me in that doing that. But, so I'll have to go delete it now, I guess. But,
well, I've gotten into arguments with people about stuff that I've mostly on Twitter. I don't even have enough followers to get into arguments. But one time I said something about Romney when he decided not to run for president. He decided not to run for president because he had a come to Mormon Jesus moment, and that was instead of come to Jesus, and I was like, the Mormon Jesus is the one who's going to come to Missouri someday.
Supposedly.
And I just thought that was their doctrine. I read it on Wikipedia, and some dude who's it said Mormon scholar or whatever, I guess he has some kind of alert if anybody writes about Mormonism, he reads those tweets or whatever. I don't know, but he
was it a tweet or was it on Facebook?
It was on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, probably a lot of times if you just write Romney and he's trending, it will show up. If they click on something about Romney, you may not know it, but your tweet will appear in there.
Okay. Yeah. So all he did was tweet back at me, "Nonsense!" ! And that was one of those, I'm not going to get into Twitter war because I don't want to have to frame all my arguments in 140 characters or anything like that.
That'd be challenging.
So on Facebook, though, I have got it lengthy. And with those, it's not like I feel like, I wouldn't want other people to read this. I just feel like, why did I waste all my time arguing with this person who's never going to be convinced of my position? I'm never going to be convinced of their position. I don't know that I've ever truly said anything that was so, off the wall that I'm like, wow. But I think it's always about the context, and you have to sort of, if somebody did call attention to it, if it somehow got into a larger sphere, whatever, your job or whatever is aware of it. And we heard about this yesterday. We had at the college, we had a lawyer talk about some freedom of speech issues. And now these were people saying some pretty out there stuff, but it was somebody working on a cadaver and making Weekend at Bernie's jokes. That to me doesn't sound too off the wall, but that person had signed some kind of agreement that they would maintain certain professional standards and they wouldn't be writing in public forums about their job.
And I guess it depends on what you mean by freedom of speech, because certainly obviously there's a difference between the First Amendment rights and your employer can fire you. That's not protected on the First Amendment. But we've talked about this before. I think we do live in a culture where you hopefully value some freedom of speech, just a tradition of it, and not saying that every time you say something offensive, you're going to lose your job. I mean, that's not the society I want to live in.
Bill Maher said something like that years ago about how, because of course he got fired for what he said after 9/11, and it's just he's like, if you want, same kind of thing. If you want to yell at people or argue against them, he's like,
or don't watch their show.
Or don't watch
their
show.
It.
It's like, why do we always have to make people go away?
Yeah.
Because,
unfollow them or delete them as a friend, or or hide their stuff. You can do all of those things.
Yeah.
And everyone can offend someone here and there, but I don't think we need to say you should be fired because now if it's a pattern to behavior over and over again, maybe you have a point. But one comment's going to get you fired.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People, we need to just chill.
Right. That's why I don't. I don't really post anything at work or anything. So and what I did post, we were talking about, I was off site. Someone who has nothing to do with this place, so I'm not afraid here. But it's nice for you to be tenured. They can't fire you for doing that.
Yeah, I think at the very least they'd have to give me a warning first. But and you're right though. Part of that just has to do with what the when you actually sign something that says specifically don't do this, that, or the other, and people end up doing it, well then
in that case it's really your own fault because you're not always thinking about that.
Right.
And,
exactly.
But in that case you do maybe have to. It's just self-censorship. I think if you think about it for 30 seconds or a minute and think, will this make anyone mad? And if you think it might, maybe don't write it.
The really tricky thing though is the thing like the interview and now like this SNL thing. That's a tough one for me. I actually, as a consumer or as someone who likes entertainment or whatever, I'm like, the interview, ISIS thing. I think it's cool. And I think I personally, maybe I just don't have enough concern for my life that I would ever worry about ISIS coming all the way to, Hillsborough and taking me out. But the funny thing is, or the tragic thing is that it's not even just you'd have to worry about. Like, they could go after your family members or whatever. So I'm sure, when they were making up that whole thing, that they went to Lorne Michaels, and Lorne Michaels probably went to the head of NBC or whoever he's got to get, lawyers or whatever, and saying, do you think we should do this? Can we do this? What's the deal? Because of course, once you do something like that, ISIS sends out their death threat. And obviously they've sent out so many death threats they can't possibly carry them all out. But I think those Twitter people should be worried. Apparently they're really super torqued that their special ISIS tweets got removed.
Right, suspending accounts.
So yeah.
I don't know. Well. It's a scary, scary world we're living in.
So scary. But I
just think those people are so, to me, it's like, we as a society, we value those, the freedom of speech, and I don't think we can let them scare us out.
No. That's why ultimately I'm the guy that says, and it is, like I said, it's a tough thing when it puts more than just you, the artist, in jeopardy. Like that guy over there doing those Danish cartoon, whatever. He's got to have like an entourage around him. People who show up to that, what was it, in France or whatever? People who show up to somewhere where he's at, suddenly they're in danger too. But I guess you just ultimately have to say, it's. You can either go, I don't want to put anybody in danger, so I'm not going to do it, or you have to say, hey, we can't back down to this stuff. Like I'm really kind of annoyed or whatever that ultimately everybody's kind of gone along with the whole thing, like never show an image of the Prophet Muhammad. A couple of people showed cartoons on TV. But a lot of people are like, they're on the website.
Right. Like South Park years ago had
that whole Prophet Muhammad.
Like we can show Jesus pooping at the end of the episode and bouncing around, because there aren't going to be Christians coming after us. But and they wanted to show it, but Comedy Central said, no, you're not doing that. And they didn't do it.
And to show you how ridiculous that got when they were like, hey, here's this bear costume. Yeah. Do you remember that? And it's not, they're saying Muhammad is inside the bear costume.
Right.
They couldn't. They were even blocking out the bear. They showed it on TV, and they blocked out the. I'm like, that's not the Prophet Muhammad. So maybe that was just, I don't know, Comedy Central taking it to the.
I think it was. It was them worrying about what you just mentioned. Yeah. Not only that there could be some violence against their company or. Yeah. Their corporate, who owns them? Viacom, I think. I don't know.
Now I'm trying to give the crazies the benefit of the doubt. Come on, Comedy Central. They're just pissed off. They wouldn't care about a bear,
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out like if they're crazy enough to kill somebody over a cartoon. Like how it could be any cartoon, I suppose. Well, we got a real serious movie that should have been banned, I suppose. Yeah. It wasn't. It's called The Screaming Skull. So I guess I'll just run down these characters here. That's all. Because there's like 5 characters, and some of the names are a little bit similar. So you got Eric and Jenny, newly married couple moving into a house, but his wife died previously, so you got that hanging over him. Also, Jenny's not exactly well adjusted. There's like 2 people who are kind of like a little messed up in the head. Jenny's been in a sanitarium she refers to. I guess that's like their equivalent of a old school equivalent of a mental health facility. Then you got Mickey, the kind of touched in the head gardener, doesn't say a lot. And then you've got the Reverend and Mrs. Snow. This is one of those reverends who can get married, by the way. I don't know if that's Episcopalian or whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, your dad is like that, right?
He's a deacon.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, in Catholic Church, priests cannot get married, deacons can.
But this dude's actually wearing a collar and everything. So whatever denomination still, where you wear the priest collar and everything, but you can still get married, whatever that is. I don't know what it is. So they remind me of kind of like Little House on the Prairie. Like, what was that dude that was a minister on that show? It's funny, I saw a clip from that the other day. Like, they're showing Little House on the Prairie on whatever channel that's on. I'm in the only time I'd ever possibly see this, I'm getting my car repaired. Somebody's watching that on TV, and I can't change it because I'm like, she might be watching that.
That's weird, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should have asked because I really didn't want to watch it. But so in part of the episode, they had a woman who had, again, kind of mental difficulties or whatever. So the clip I saw, this is actually pretty good. She throws the Bible at the minister, like hits it, it beans him or whatever, and she's like, "And take your damn book with you." Like, wow, this is pretty bold for a Little House on the Prairie. But anyway, so you got the Screaming Skull. It's a horror movie. I guess I'll just not tell you. There's a couple of twists and turns along the way. Well, maybe just one major twist and turn. The actual threat is fairly ludicrous. It's like actual skulls, and they scream, or are they? I don't know. Have you ever heard of peacock? I mean, there's just weird. Yeah. Do they make weird, loud noises?
Yeah, it almost sounds like a cat getting killed.
Okay, then that's perfect. Then that's what they got in here.
Yeah.
So like half the time you're like, is that just a peacock, or is there a skull screaming out there? So we'll, as usual, we'll pop up in the corner every once in a while.
Yeah, we're feeling generous. We're not even taking a break. We're going right into the movie.
Right into the movie.
And we'll be back, assuming ISIS doesn't kill us.
Exactly.
Let's hope.
All right.
All right. Let's
do it.
Let's check it out.
The Screaming Skull is a motion picture that reaches its climax in shocking horror. Its impact is so terrifying that it may have an unforeseen effect. It may kill you.
Sounds like they are foreseeing it.
Yeah.
Therefore, its producers feel they must assure free burial services to anyone who dies of fright while seeing The Screaming Skull.
Did you make out your will, dude?
I don't know. Is this the first in-movie advertisement?
Exactly. Cue to funeral home.
Sponsored by Schrader Funeral Homes.
Welcome, Mrs. Whitlock.
It's lovely, Eric.
You look disappointed for a moment.
I did not. It's really lovely. Oh, look. I bet that's the den there.
That's right.
Is that a bedroom?
Yes, it is.
Gonna be ours?
It'll need some fixing first.
Or is her room, was it?
Yes. Come on along, I'll show you the rest of the house. It's rather forbidding now, I suppose. Empty like this. But it was usually this way. Shortly after Marion and I were married, she removed all the furniture her parents had left her. This is our home, she used to say, and we must choose everything carefully. Well, we didn't get very far before she died. But now that you're here, it's going to be lovely again. I'll get the things out of storage tomorrow. They're all in town at the warehouse. I'll take care of that, too.
You have candles?
Sure.
It'll be twice as romantic.
Speaking of being romantic. Oh, forgot to carry you over the threshold.
I love you. I love you.
Jenny. I thought life had died out for me.
What's that up there?
Oh, that's where Mickey keeps his gardening things.
Who's Mickey?
The gardener. He's kept it up the 2 years I've been away.
By himself?
That's right.
Must work awfully hard.
Oh, he and Marion would spend hours on end working here in the gardens and up in the greenhouse back there. See, he loved her very much. Sometimes I used to wonder who she was, my wife or Mickey's nursemaid. You know, I don't think he quite believes she's gone. I think he expects her to show up one of these mornings and will scold her for neglecting the gardens.
You still love her, don't you? No, I'm not jealous. I'm grateful to her. I think to have loved once, really loved, to learn how to love always. Learning it from her, you give again to me. I wish there was some way to thank her. Who's that?
I don't know. They're driving around the back. Come on along.
Eric!
I see Eric.
We stopped by to meet your new wife.
Oh, Eric, this is a wonderful surprise.
It's been a long time.
It has.
Reverend.
Good to see you, Eric.
Jenny, this is Mrs. Snow.
I'm very happy to meet you.
Jenny, this is a lovely surprise.
And the Reverend Mr. Snow.
Hello, my dear.
Oh, she's sweet, Eric.
I know.
I happened to be going into town. I ran into Mr. Maurer. He told me you were getting back today.
And we thought we'd just drop by and bring you something for your dinner.
Oh, nice.
And it'll save you all the bother of shopping while you're trying to get settled.
Well, then why don't you stay for dinner?
Oh, no, not tonight.
Oh, no, we wouldn't think of that.
Oh, now, please say yes.
I'd like for you to.
It would be like old times.
All right, on the condition that I do the cooking.
You don't have to.
You know, I know that, but I'd love to.
Well, there's Mickey. Excuse me, honey. Mickey!
Ah, poor Mickey. He keeps this place up like a shrine.
Eric told me how he loved Marion.
Mickey's father was a gardener here when Marion's mother was alive. Mickey and Marion grew up together here.
Jenny, this is Mickey.
How do you do, Mickey? I hope we'll be good friends.
Well, Mickey.
Thank you, Mickey.
Well, shall we all go inside?
It's a good idea. Mickey, remember you promised me some of those rose cuttings.
Nice seeing you again, Mickey. I'm going to have to get you down to the barber shop one day very soon.
Excuse us, Mickey.
That's done.
Oh, now please be careful. Oh, Edward, now don't break your neck.
Now,
You're doing great, Reverend.
don't worry.
Good heavens. Honestly, the two of them are just like children.
Oh, that doesn't look too bad, Eric.
Jenny, I hope you have more luck in getting your husband to mine than I've had with mine.
You know, you've got to admit it does make the room look better.
Very well, Tyson. For penance, you can come and help me with dinner. Now, come on. Edward, you keep Jenny company?
Yes, dear.
No, Mary, no. Send them away.
Huh?
No. Oh, she's so very nice, Eric.
Jenny?
Yes.
Isn't she wonderful?
Yes, she's not at all like Marion, and I think that's for the best. You know, so many men, when they lose a wife, they try so hard to deny the loss they marry someone exactly like the first wife. It hardly seems fair using the living to bring back the dead, does it?
No, I suppose it doesn't.
We make a prison for ourselves out of the past, at least our sentimental, wished-for pasts.
Mrs. Snow,
Yes, dear.
there's something I must tell you and the Reverend.
Well, of course, Eric. What is it?
You see, Jenny has not had a very happy past.
Oh?
And talking about it or about something that might strongly remind her of it, she's very impressionable.
Is there something wrong, Eric?
No, not really. You see, she lost her parents many years ago in a very tragic way. And talking about unhappy pasts only, she's very impressionable. See, I want her to be happy, Mrs. Snow.
Of course you do, and so do we all. Now, how did she lose them? Well, look, I'm not prying, dear. It's just that Mr. Snow and I can help better if we know something about it.
They drowned in an accident. Jenny saw it all.
Who's Mr. Mauer?
Mr. Mauer? Why, he's a lawyer in town.
I thought no one knew we were coming. You said you heard from Mr. Mauer?
Well, Eric wrote him. He takes care of the estate, or what's left of it.
Oh, that's right. Eric has to see him tomorrow.
Well, Eric's co-executor of the estate along with Mr. Mauer. You see, Marion's death was so sudden that, well, all that was left to Eric was the house and these grounds. Mr. Mauer told me that Eric had found someone very sweet and very kind, and with whom he was very much in love. He didn't say enough.
How did Marion die?
Didn't Eric tell you?
I think the subject's rather painful to him. I'd like to make him talk about it. Would you mind telling me? I'd like to know.
It was a rainy day. She and Mickey had been working up there in the greenhouse. She left him to go back to the house for a few minutes. The way we pieced it together after the accident is that while she was coming down this path, apparently it began to rain very hard. She must have run along here. We don't know, of course, what happened then, Perhaps she slipped on a leaf. Base of her skull was smashed. It was thought that she hit her head on the edge of the cement wall where we're sitting. And she fell in there. She died in the water. That's where Eric found her 10 minutes later.
Marion, you said, Mickey, wait here. I'm going down to the house for just a minute. Wait here, Mickey, you said, and then you went away in the rain. And you didn't come back to play.
She died, dude. Hey, maybe try putting them one inside the other?
You failed the preschool lesson of
matching up shapes and all that kind of stuff.
It was hard.
Worst
Took me a few
gardener
times.
ever. Well, in the future, we'll all be making gardens, won't we? You know,
Yeah.
It's like you gotta get off that processed food and stuff.
Eric, thank you very much for bringing Jenny into our lives.
Thank you for the dinner.
It was a pleasure. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Edward, did you know that Jenny's very wealthy?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mao told me in town today.
Well, she's not at all like Marion. You know, she's so gentle and timid, as if she were afraid of something.
I knew you'd like my friends, dear. Hey, what's this? Huh?
Just happy, that's all.
Come
So happy.
Come on. How are the cots?
Fine.
What are you reading?
Something Mrs. Snow sent over.
Interesting.
It's called Beast in the Jungle. It's all about a man who waited all of his life for something great and wonderful to happen to him. He had only one good friend. It's a woman whom he confided. And she died. At her grave, he suddenly realized that she was the great and wonderful thing that he'd waited for all of his life. But it was too late then. His memories, like a beast in the jungle, rise up out of the past, overwhelm him.
Oh, poor fellow. He doesn't know what he missed.
Eric? Eric?
someone moving about. What is it?
What is it? Is that water?
A lily pad?
I don't think Mickey looks for her in the pond.
Jenny, oh, stop it.
I can't help it, Harry. That bad feeling's come back.
I forbid you to talk about it.
She looked like that, Harry. My mother looked like that.
Night. We won't be bothered with any of Mickey's nightly visits anymore. I've forbidden him to the house.
I was just nervous last night. I wish you wouldn't take it out on Mickey.
Now, he's a child. Must be disciplined.
I'd like him to feel I'm his friend.
Why don't you do some gardening with him while I'm in town? If he sees you're interested, you win him over quickly enough.
Wait a minute. Need a list of staples mostly.
Are you sure you don't want to come in with me?
You get more done without him.
Got to see about the lights, the phone, the bank, and the warehouse people about that furniture. You know, that cop's just about broken my back.
Yeah, don't forget to see Mr. Mauer.
I have to see him this evening. It's a bore, but I'll have to see him.
Will you be home in time for dinner? I'll wait for you.
Now, if I'm not, don't you worry, darling. Getting out of Mauer's clutches sometimes requires an act of God. I love you.
Hello, Mickey. Oh, look out. You almost cut him. He's a handsome one, isn't he? So cuddly and warm. When I was a little girl, I used to want to be a caterpillar. So I was a very little girl. There you go. Marion must have loved her gardens. We'll keep them lovely for her always. You know what I'd like to do, Mickey? I'd like to pick some of the nicest flowers and take them to her. Would you like that?
Yes.
Eric told me she was near here. Would you show me where? Is that all right, Mickey? I'm sure it was a great loss to all of you, Mickey.
She cries
Cries?
in the night.
Dead people don't cry, Mickey.
I heard her.
Heard her? Mickey?
I don't think he quite expects she's gone.
She cries. She cries in the night.
I think he expects her to show up one of these mornings.
She died in the water. The base of her skull was smashed.
She didn't want to die.
She died in the water.
Skip. I don't know. What do you think? Do you answer the door if somebody just starts knocking, pounding on your door at like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning? I think I'm just gonna wait it out.
Yeah.
Maybe call the cops.
Eric?
Great, let him know you're home. That's smart.
He's really sold on that 4 knocks. Not gonna vary it at all.
He has OCD.
His mom will die if he does it 5 times. Huh, who could it be?
Oh, no.
So, was the skull like going... It's just a skull. We all have them.
Wouldn't you shut the door?
Oh my God.
I'll just leave it open. Oh, I was going to bite her.
Come on, would somebody kick that skull in at her? Roll after her? Bowling with skulls.
Yeah.
Jenny. Jenny? Jenny? Honey? Honey? It's all right, darling. It's all right. I'm right here. I'm right here. Just lie back. That's right. Just lie back. It's all right.
Eric, when you found me, what else was there?
What do you mean, what else?
A skull?
Jenny,
I know there was no skull.
of course not.
Mickey says Marion cries at night.
Why, that child is stupid.
Don't blame him. We both hear the peacocks. He, out of his love for Marion, wishes the cry to be from her. I, out of my sickness.
Now, darling, we've been all through that nonsense last night.
Don't you see? I've never imagined seeing these things before. To just stand there and see it and have it turn out to be nothing. Eric, I want you to call Dr. Ann tomorrow in New York.
We do need somebody else, darling. We need somebody outside of the confusions of our love for each other. Now, the Reverend Snow will be here in the morning.
Well, this much is real anyway. Look here, Jenny. You see, this is how you gouged your hand. And you say you threw the skull down here where Eric is looking?
Yes.
Did you find anything, Eric?
Nothing yet.
Surely, Jenny, you must agree with me that anything as fragile as a skull would have been smashed to bits down there. And Eric has found nothing. And to assume that the skull would move of its own all the way from there to the driveway door. Now, Jenny, there's no reason for that.
Don't you see, I agree with you. Did Eric tell you I spent over a year in a sanitarium?
Oh, Eric told Mrs. Snow that you were very impressionable, but that's all. I know lots of people needing a rest go to sanitariums.
This wasn't quite that kind of sanitarium. You see, I grew up loving my father and hating my mother. Well, she never knew it. Something I kept to myself. She was very beautiful. Very gay, like her. Very much. And I knew she resented that I was not more like her. I used to lie awake at night and wish she were dead.
Well, that isn't very unusual. I understand many children go through such a period.
I was no longer a child. And one day, I got my wish. They were both drowned. I could still hear her scream. I was all alone on the little beach. And all I could see was the overturned boat on the top of the waves. And I kept trying to reach them. And the waves kept throwing me back. And then I could hear her cries no more. And then hours later, the men came and searched for the bodies. They were never found. That's when this bad feeling started. This feeling that if I'd really wanted to, I could have saved them, but I didn't. That I really killed them.
No, Jenny. You tried. You tried your very best.
I did. But thinking, begging, praying couldn't make this feeling go away. That's when they took me to the hospital. They told me I was cured.
Jenny.
They told me I was cured.
Mickey? Mickey! You go on. I'll be there in time for lunch.
Well, where do you think he's gone off to, Eric?
Who knows about Mickey? He might be hiding.
You looked at Marion's grave?
Mickey?
Kind of looks like he's working on a mini golf course. And
yeah.
Mickey. Hey, there he is.
Mickey?
It's like he's doing one of those three-legged races by himself.
I say he's doing the stanky leg. It's a dance.
Stanky leg?
Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
Eric, did you find him?
No. Where's Jenny?
If I were you, Eric, I'd take her away. If she's so impressionable and that house frightens her so much, why subject her to it?
Look, I can't do a thing like that. It'd be the worst thing for her. Mr. Snow, it would be admitting she was sick again. I want her to be happy. We'll stay here.
Perhaps you know best, Eric.
See, I've got a simple and old-fashioned piece of philosophy. The only cure for her fear is to teach her she's loved. I mean, really loved. And I love her so much.
God bless you for that, Eric. She's a very fortunate woman having someone like you to care for her.
Be night soon.
Oh, Jenny, Jenny.
I'm sorry.
Darling, you've got to believe it will not happen again. Ever. Mickey? Mickey!
Eric. Eric! Stop it!
All right. What are you going to do with that skull?
Stop it! It wasn't his
Where did you
fault.
get it?
Leave him alone.
I'll take care of this, Jenny. Now, I know you don't like me, Mickey. I know you're doing anything to get us to leave here. This idiotic attempt to scare us as if we were children. It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
No, not me, not me.
Get out of here. Get out of here. On.
I wish you'd apologize to him. You know as well as I do it's not his fault. It's all in my own mind.
Jenny, I'm going to do something. And you're going to help me do it.
What's that?
That portrait upstairs. It reminds you of your mother.
Yes.
You were fine until you saw it. Now it has you all preoccupied with memories of the past. We're gonna burn it.
It's precious to you, Eric.
The picture means nothing to me. I want you to be happy. We can't be until this fear is out of our lives. All right, Jenny. Go on, Jenny.
Let's go back to the house.
It's only the peacocks.
Fire's almost out.
Yes. We can't let those ashes stand overnight. And the brush in these hills are regular tinderbox. You want to help me? You feeling better?
It's as if I destroyed her with my own hands. She'll come back, Eric. She'll come back.
Darling, if you go on talking that way, you destroy the whole purpose. Now, the thing is out of the house, and it's over. You just give it half a chance, and you'll begin to forget it. And if you'll just spread those ashes out a little for me, I'll get the water to it.
Well, you know, the Smokey the Bear rule for putting out, averting forest fires, I guess. Just rake the ashes.
Oh.
What? That's why I never rake.
Yeah, you never know what you'll find.
Yeah.
Darling, there's no skull there. There's no skull there, darling.
No skull.
There is no skull there, Jenny. Darling.
You're crazy, Jenny.
You're touched in the head. But is there a skull? Uh-oh. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Used him to make my wife go crazy once.
Of course, he doesn't wake up to see him. Looking at it to prove, of course, yes, there is a skull there.
The one thing I don't get is the whole, is that like some poison skull that you can't, you're not trying to put your fingerprints on it? I don't think the CSI team's going to find this one, so using a stick doesn't really make any sense, but...
Maybe he just thinks it's icky and doesn't want to touch it.
Skulls are icky.
Yeah.
It's ignorant. It's ignorant.
You going to be able to catch a plane tonight?
When we get into town, I will call Mr. Maurer. He'll arrange a midnight plane.
Thought there'd be more time. Time for so many wonderful things.
It's gonna be all right.
Of course.
It's just me.
It's gonna be all right.
Good evening, my dear. Mrs. Snow's hens thought you might like some fresh eggs for your breakfast in the morning. Hello, Eric.
This is a surprise.
Those hens labored mightily, as you can see.
Fine. I'll take them.
You'll excuse me, dear. What is it, Eric?
I've got to take Jenny away. That hospital she was in before.
It happened again?
I thought it would help her if we got rid of that portrait. You know the one.
Yes.
We burned it. She saw a skull in the ashes.
You were there?
I saw nothing, of course.
Of course.
Now, I thought it was Mickey. But when I was there myself and I saw her... Mr. Snow, there's something I've never told you. I've never told anybody. But when Jenny was put away in that hospital, she tried to do away with herself. I'm terribly afraid.
You think she might try it again?
I know she will. Unless I get her back to that hospital.
When are you going?
Tonight.
We shall miss you. Mrs. Snow and I have grown very fond of Jenny.
Yes, and she of you.
I don't suppose you'll be coming back here again, Eric?
No. Never.
I'll miss him and his wife. He's very kind.
Yes?
When I said goodbye to him just now, he tried to talk me out of what I saw.
Oh.
He said he felt the skull was real. He's going to bring some men in the morning to search the estate.
Where?
Everywhere. He was just talking, trying to be kind.
I suppose.
I'll go upstairs and pack. You want to come with me?
I'll be up in a minute.
Don't run from me. You're my gardener. I need some tulips planted. That's your job, dude.
Mickey's dealing. Oh, I was gonna say, be better catch him. If he can't catch Mickey, he's slow.
Only put it in upon your muscle. Don't know. Don't lie to me. Don't know.
You got him. Oh, there we go. What is this, Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Oh, Mary took it. Mary took it.
The ghost of your dead wife took the skull, of course.
Oh, beat up with a guy with disabilities.
Yeah.
Real cool, man.
Always the way, damn it.
he didn't see it when Jenny saw it.
I know.
Oh, but why should Eric lie like that?
Mickey, those other times with the skull, did you do it?
No.
Mickey, you've never lied to me before. Lying is a sin. You understand that? You must not lie to me now. Did you do it, Mickey, all those other times?
No.
I simply do not understand. Now, if it wasn't Mickey...
And it wasn't her imagination.
But why would Eric do such a thing?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, what do you think we should do about it?
We're going back there, to that house.
Right.
Mickey? Mickey? Eric and I are leaving, Mickey. I'd like to say goodbye. I'd like to leave as your friend, Mickey. Mickey? Mickey?
Jenny, are you all right? Oh, Jenny.
Eric tried.
Oh,
Where is Eric?
Don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll find him.
It's all right. Edward, now be careful. Shh. It's all right, darling. Oh, it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Don't cry. Come on. Oh, no.
Eric! Eric! Please answer me! Eric! Eric! Eric, where are you? Eric! Eric!
Eric.
Why did he do it?
Your money. The question is now, did Marion die in an accident? I suppose we'll never know.
They're gone. Rest.
That was an Oscar snub.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I think it has some decent cinematography. Yeah, but yeah, when your biggest threat is a floating skull or a skull that's just sitting there looking at you, or screaming peacocks or whatever. I don't know. That's
They really are. I mean, we went to Jamaica, and there were some at the resort, and like at 6 a.m, they'd be out there doing that. It's crazy.
No, I was watching the movie going, oh, well, this is crap, but now I'm kind of going, well, I guess they nailed it. I mean, yeah, same thing. She's, you saw she's looking out her window at odd hours, and there's a couple of them on the lawn just making a whole racket and everything. So anyway, I guess when you move into some old spooky house, you can just expect things are going to go awry. So
Yeah.
So I guess before we wrap it up, is there any movies currently in theaters you're thinking about seeing, or any? Obviously, big things on the horizon like Avengers 2. And
Yeah, that was what came to mind.
Okay, yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
and that's a few months away, but that looks
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And also many more months away is Star Wars.
Many more.
I mean,
many
only seen the
more.
teaser with like 4 or 5 shots in it, but certainly
Yeah.
interested to see how that might turn
The
out.
one where they had the black stormtrooper. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, they had another one.
Oh, really?
Well, that wasn't from the movie, though. Someone, like a fan, put it together and made it seem like it was the trailer for it, but it wasn't. Like, they had like they took shots from the old movies and a couple, and I think some video games, and not even necessarily some might have been Star Wars games, some might have been other games that just had people in those kind of outfits. And there was a scene like where the Millennium Falcon flies up, and it's Harrison Ford's voice, like, you guys ready for this old war horse? But that's like a line from Anchorman 2 when he comes at the end. It got me. I'm like, this is awesome. And I'm like, no, it's not even real. But so.
So you did think it was real at first?
I did.
Oh wow.
Because they had a guy that looked kind of like one of those, wasn't the stormtroopers, but they were in black suits that kind of their face looked like it, and he had like a red lightsaber that shot out. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, but I don't know if that was from a video game or that guy took a scene and made it look like that or what. But
yeah,
we'll see. Well, I mean, there's some goofy. We talked about this on a previous show, how there was some speculation how the plot of the show would be like Luke Skywalker's hand is floating in space that Darth Vader had cut off, and like someone finds the hand and tries to return it to Luke. That can't be real.
I really hope that's not real.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see. I mean, Abrams is good, so
yeah.
Hopefully he'll do a good job.
It's funny, I might have mentioned this last time we brought it up, but they did have a Doctor Who thing where somehow he had one of his hands severed. Of course, he can regenerate. Yeah, and so they made a whole, that actually did come into the play, but no, he can't do it. Maybe that was just, they had to fake us out. So do I just type in like fake Star Wars trailer, you think, or
you might try that.
Yeah, okay.
What is it, episode what, 7?
Know. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, try that. You'll probably find. I'm sure it's still out there.
The Force Awakens.
Yeah. But it had like that, and it had like the date. And at the time, they hadn't even announced, like they said it's in December, but they didn't even announce the date. It had like a specific date, like December 18th, 2015 or something. They just made it up. They fooled us. And nowadays, you can't believe anything you see on the internet. Nothing.
I guess I can't believe that they're going to bump up the date, too, because I had heard that, that they might bump up the date because J.J. Abrams was worried about spoilers getting out or something like that. It's like, but I haven't heard anything lately, and it seems like if you're going to have a summer movie now, you've got to already be delusional, April.
Yeah, I don't know
May.
if they'd be able to bump it to summer.
Yeah.
Maybe like Thanksgiving time or something.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't even know what 1 month difference.
Right.
It's got to be, so. Anywho, well, thanks for sticking around, folks, watching that awesome flick, Screaming Skull.
Yeah, another classic for the ages.
That's right. And remember, till next time, keep
poppin',
poppin', Colonel.